How much milk do you put in there? Is this a smoothie or a milk?
It's a smoothie. Ice crush. What up, what up, what up, Maddlebees? It is Saturday morning, getting into the afternoon here. We just got done making breakfast, as you saw. We gotta run some errands today. There's always so much to do when you're at the house. We're gonna be leaving, doing some stuff, taking you all along with us. I mean, we don't usually leave the house, kind of homebodies when we're here.
It's not that. Since we started this vlog, it's been COVID. Like, since we picked it back up.
That's true.
And then, yeah, we kind of got used to just being at home. Like, last night, Brittany and Cameron went out to eat, and we were like, you're gonna go there? We were just like, wait, what do you mean? We're just not used to leaving the house yet, so.
Yeah, it has gotten kind of tricky with COVID. I used to be like, oh man, I have to like go out and see people and like do stuff on the weekends, but now I'm just like, I'm pretty okay with just hanging out at home like all weekend, and that being an awesome weekend too. So we're gonna drink a little breakfast and then get going. From the Asian market, and then we decided to make a little bit of food, and then in honor of 9/11 we actually went upstairs and watched some of this series that basically explains like everything that happened before and after and during 9/11 in remembrance of today. Now we're getting around to making boba tea. Guys, I have a boba addiction, I will admit. It's just so good getting those little tapioca balls and squishing them between your teeth, and I love tea, so boba and milk tea, I mean, it's like the perfect thing for me. I order boba like almost every day. And in order to be a little less wasteful, we went to our local Asian market and we're gonna try and make it ourselves at home. So should be interesting. I'm pretty excited for it. Now we have to put this in the fridge. Shelby's gonna check on the boba.
Truth is, I don't really partake in boba, so I'm not gonna be trying one to test it, babe. That's up to you. Some of them are floating, so I think that might be, they're done.
They're a little softer than the ones I'm used to, but.
Oh, then turn them off. Turn them off.
Oh, that means they're overcooked, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I guess we overcooked them, but they're done. Ooh, look at them.
They're so bouncy. Oh.
1 teaspoon of sugar, 2 teaspoons of water. That's what makes it good. Sit right there, what makes it really good. Yeah. Continue to cook until the sugar is dissolved. Then transfer both the boba and sugar syrup to your 2 drinking glasses. Oh. While we're waiting for the boba to condense with the sugar, I actually wanted to share this funny shit. Oh, Lord. Shelby, what are you doing over there?
You had it up too high.
Anyway, I wanted to share this funny chicken story with you all. The last vlog, we actually took the baby gates off of the garden bed so we could let the girls get in there and till around. And I just saw her jump into the air.
Show us how she does it like you showed me earlier.
Chickens don't really like move their legs or whatever, they're just all feet. So I just saw her going. And I was like, what is she doing? And then I saw her little beak going up like. And I was like, she's jumping up there to try and get a tomato. She actually got the tomato and knocked it down, but she knocked it like through the arch on this side, and Valentina was actually like down on the ground, and like the tomato fell kind of next to her, and Dougie was like, and you could just see the panic on her face, and then she like hauled around the freaking arch and she jumped down and she like hurried up and got the tomato before Valentina could get it. It was just so funny, like sitting there and like watching her go through her whole process of like internally freaking out and trying to get the tomato. They're really loving having these open beds and having more room to forage. So that's all they do all day long. They're just our little foragers.
Boba's not so glamorous when you have to make it yourself, huh?
No. The sounds it makes and the texture is just kind of questionable. The last step in this recipe is actually going to be to add creamer. We couldn't find creamer at our Asian market, but we did find a sweetened condensed milk. Luckily, I found a recipe that you can make creamer out of. If you have condensed milk, vanilla extract, and plant milk. We have oat milk in the fridge, we have some vanilla extract, and we have our sweetened condensed coconut milk here. So we're gonna mix all that together, and then we'll have our creamer. After we have our creamer, we will be ready to complete our boba tea. Oh, that looks like grease.
Oh, this is why you couldn't make the tea earlier. Because it's all the sugar. Shit.
Well, this is gonna make a lot of creamer, babe.
Ah.
I don't ever look at how much recipes yield, I just make it.
Yields
This is
25 cups of tea.
I can't leave Madison in charge of it. She yields 2 cups of tea, but this is how much creamer she's making.
I'll be able to use that. Yeah.
I mentioned at the beginning of last vlog that I'm going to try to answer some of your questions that you're leaving in the comments in the next vlog. So today I am remembering, because we're copying someone else's recipe and Brittany's being ridiculous, that a couple people asked for the edamame recipe that we used in last vlog. So I'll remember to link that below this time, as well as this creamer recipe Madison's following and the boba recipe. We literally just look things up on the internet. We don't even particularly usually look at plant-based recipes. We just look up a recipe and make it, you know, the way we need to.
I need a whisk.
Cameron, whisk. What do you think, babe, next time we attempt to actually roll the boba ourselves out of tapioca?
Oh.
No. That sounds like too much work.
This is like the time I made fucking sushi. God, that took like 4 hours.
Sushi?
Yeah. Because the rice is sticky. In case nobody tells you that. Very sticky.
Dang.
Maybe you should put this in a bigger bowl, babe.
Yeah, but we're working with what we have.
We have bigger bowls. What?
We're not in the Austin house anymore. Or we may not have had a proper size to anything.
Look at that.
True that.
Perfect.
That's interesting. I thought it was going to be way worse than that.
Cameron's a pessimist.
Let's look at the bottom though. Make sure nothing's stuck under the bottom. Hey, he's pretty good.
I think it's done.
We were just going to make this a 1 serving of boba so Madison could drink it and taste it for you guys, which is why we did this. And we're going to put the rest of the boba in storage, but Cameron has now volunteered to be number 2. So we'll see how this goes. Let me also tell you one more thing about Madison. She has 0 patience. And so I don't know if what we're about to try is an actual testament to if this is good or not, because that tea, quit looking at me like that, is literally still hot, Cameron.
That's pretty warm.
I'm right here.
Well, they need to know. This is not even going to be like a true testament if it's good or not.
It will be. A little bit of ice.
Madison thinks ice is a substitute for hot tea.
It says to add ice.
Yeah, well, yeah, it also says to let the tea cool. Don't forget that part.
Here we go.
All right, Cameron, add some ice to yours.
Now we need 3 teaspoons. Oh, maybe it's.
I think there's ice in there.
Wow, look at that color.
Ooh, look at the bottom. I love that. It's my favorite thing. And then we actually have a couple reusable boba straws, which come in handy for this situation. All right, we've got this man here who really likes sweet stuff but doesn't like tea, and this an avid boba drinker. Here's your straw.
Whoa, that creamer's really good though. I just licked some off of my phone.
Cameron's face!
It's fantastic. So
The creamer by itself is good. The tea, strong.
that's really good. It is strong though.
The tea? We barely steeped it, right? We like took it out so early.
It's supposed to steep for a long time. I was like, No, that's black.
We literally steeped that tea for like 3 minutes.
Cameron's not a fan.
Just a
More of this stuff. Do you need more of this?
Yeah, I do. You're gonna need a bigger cup.
Well,
Okay.
Creamer in a coffee.
swallow the boba.
So how much more than the recipe did you each add? You probably doubled it,
I
yeah?
probably doubled, he probably quadrupled.
Can you see like the lightness of mine compared to hers? Hers is a bit.
Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, there you go.
Proof is in the pudding. It was a fun experiment though. I think I'd do it again. Just, you know, you gotta get the water a little colored and then
Get the tea out of there.
or it's gonna be too strong.
Yeah, that's some strong tea.
What is the tea? Is this
It's
dry?
literally called Hong Kong milk tea. Morning, Adelbees. We are all up, not bright and early, but like relatively good timing for a Sunday. And we're actually gonna head to the farmer's market and then to get brunch at our favorite vegan spot in town. So come with us.
Wow, okay, didn't know we were starting here, but we're back home. We went to the farmer's market and the farmer's market in San Antonio is a little questionable. I mean, it's definitely got a good vibe and there's a lot of food there, but there's no produce. Like, there are no farmers, or there might be some, but it's predominantly like artisan, soap, crafty kind of stuff.
There were not a single farm, no produce stand there today.
Yeah, so that was kind of lame. And we didn't want to eat because after, of course, we went to Vegan Avenue, which is my fave spot, and we haven't been there in a while. But it was so worth it. Like, it was so good. I ended up getting their, like, little breakfast sandwich that had, like, their tempeh, it had their, like, Beyond Burger or something, eggs. Oh, it was so good. Hits the spot every time. Chef's kiss. And my belly was all full when I got home, so I was like, I just need to take a little nap, rest a little. So that's where we're at. But
I've been here trying to get her to get up.
yes, Shelby is pumped to do our next thing that we have on the list, which is switch out her wardrobe. So
Because
put the
fall is
stuff-
my favorite season.
bring the fall stuff in, put the summer stuff away. I need to get up, I guess. But I'm so comfy. Look at me laid out on the couch. Gotta love it.
Right now over on my clothing rack is like my spring/summer wardrobe. Oh, hello Tippy. Basically I only have 2 wardrobes, right? So I have like the fall winter and then I have like the spring summer. And in reality I have way more fall clothes than anyone who lives in Texas needs, but I'm obsessed with the warm browns, the tans, the taupes, the layered looks. I'm literally obsessed, so I have a lot. That's basically what's inside that's what's all, can you see? Probably not. That's what's all back in here on I have these little tubs, I have a few of them lined through here. And just as a disclaimer, because I know how the internet is, all of my clothes are secondhand. Literally all of them, which you can argue if it's sustainable or not to have a lot of secondhand clothes, but with the amount of clothes in this world, the amount of clothes that go to landfill, I don't ever feel bad about purchasing things secondhand. And my whole concept of eco-minimalism is buy as much of what you want if it brings value to your life, and as long as you're getting it secondhand, it doesn't have the same environmental impact as buying things new. And so you're about to see where Shelby's, I guess you could say hyper-consumerism still remains in my life, but all secondhand. Thoughts? Why you look like that?
I'm tired and still ready for a nap I have digested about half of my food, but I'm trying to get motivated to help Shelby with this project. Trying to get pumped so that we can swap stuff around.
There's some stuff I can do before you join me, so I'll do that and you can remain seated for a little while. Is that good? Okay. The stuff I told you about in last week's video where I called it depression clutter. Ignore the mess in the background. I've recently learned from TikTok that this is called depression clutter. Fun for me. I have since worked through that, sorted. That's what this stuff is over here, sorted where this stuff needs to go. So now basically it's just a lot of sorting about to be happening up in here.
Hey, show them my kids. Y'all like them? I got them from the closet. They are secondhand. They make me feel like a baddie. Look, they're pointing so you can.
Those are my shoes, but Madison has decided she wanted to put them on her feet, so.
Ooh, strut it, strut it. Wow. Work it. Last vlog we were talking about our pans and how they stain.
I've seen quite a few comments since we got these pots and pans. The only complaint we do have is that they do stain. Like, do you see the staining around here? Yeah.
And in the comments, y'all actually suggested some ways that we could help with that staining. So that's what we're gonna try and do today. We're trying to get better about mixing in the questions and comments that you all have had and adding them into our current videos. So Shelby has pulled out our lovely pan that we have back there that is super duper stained, as you can see.
It doesn't bother me too much, but it'd be nice if they didn't have these stains on them. Like, am I gonna routinely clean these and make sure they're stain free? Probably not, but for the sake of the person who left the comment saying we could remove it, we're gonna try it. Supposedly all we need is baking soda.
So that's what we're gonna use. Baking soda, a little bit of water, a little bit of, look at that. Oh my goodness, look at that cut. A little bit of muscle power there. Oh, what, you got something to say? Shelby was trolling. Sprinkle into the affected area. That's more than a sprinkle. That's
a lot. That's a lot. That ain't no sprinkle.
Trying to make sure this stuff comes off. Our next step is to let it sit for 15 to 20 minutes. So Shelby has rigged it to perfection, and we have all of the baking soda and water sitting in here. And then we'll come back. We will scrub the pan in a circular motion, and hopefully everything ends up falling right off and we got a brand new looking pan.
In the meantime, we're about to do something very exciting.
Oh?
In case this is your first time watching our vlogs, or you haven't watched since last fall, this is the first fall decoration I ever got. It was thrifted from a regular old thrift store, and I absolutely love it. It's the perfect decoration for me. I think I'm trying to decide how the layout's all gonna go, but we'll set it up and then we can always come back to it. This is my pumpkin that I bought last year on our honeymoon. This pumpkin is handmade by a man in Boston. It's like a fair trade store, so everything in the store was fair trade. I fully planned for this to become a family heirloom, to pass it down to my kids and their kids and so on and so forth. It was handmade by a guy in Boston, and we bought it in Salem, and I'm insanely proud of this pumpkin for some reason. I don't know, maybe it's a little weird, but I love this one. This pumpkin we got this year on the world's longest yard sale.
Shelby, tell us what you've gotten.
Pumpkin?
What are you thinking? What's your plan?
I was telling Madison we can make the whole mantle with pumpkins. And it does light up, it has a plug. I don't know if there's a plug where I can plug it in, but I gotta figure out where to place it based on if we want the light to work. This is a DIY pumpkin I made last year out of old wine corks. So you have this side that looks kind of like a tan pumpkin, and then this side has the wine like markings on it. So Really also very, very cute. This is another little DIY project. I basically painted some old mason jar lids, turned them into a little pumpkin, and then you put cinnamon sticks in the middle to be like a stalk. And last but most certainly not least, to go with my thrifted wicker pumpkin, I actually looked on Etsy to find some more wicker pumpkins to add to the collection. So I think that concludes my pumpkins for the mantle, at least for this year. Okay, they're all very mix matched, but that's what you get when you're doing all secondhand and like DIY pumpkins. But I think they're kind of cute and they all have their own like little special meaning.
I think that is a pretty good looking display back there. It definitely breathes a little more life into the living room, so I appreciate that. But now we gotta get a little laundry going and then we're gonna start cooking dinner, my favorite time of the day. Did you see that finesse? Dinner was fast and easy, and oh, it was just so good. Like the pear in that salad, chef's kiss. It was delicious. And now we're gonna check on our pan that we set aside before dinner to see how the baking soda ended up doing. Is anything happening? Is anything happening?
Maybe, I don't know.
Hey, it's definitely doing something.
You think?
Yeah. Look at that.
What do you think, Cameron? Did it work?
I mean, I can see it coming off with some of it, but that ain't gonna be like it was new.
Well,
Cameron doesn't have as much faith.
Perfect. We're just going for
Although that
better.
came off pretty significantly right there. I'm very surprised at that. Okay, all right.
Cameron approves, so he's invested.
Oh my gosh, it's a miracle.
Also, she's very aggressive with this.
I know, but like before this, it definitely like it didn't come off when you scrubbed it. Oh, it's looking real good now.
R.I.P. to the brush, but it's working.
It's all right. We have more brush heads. We can save that one for future pot scrapes. It's those muscles you're always showing off. That's the secret.
I know it. I'm trying to tell you. It's always the muscles.
Nice.
I mean, I'd definitely say 10 out of 10. That's pretty crazy.
That was really good.
It's still like brownish here, but to be fair, I didn't really scrub this, but everything that was on the sides basically came off.
Much better. Oh, the critic is here.
That's pretty cool.
Right?
What was it?
It was just baking soda.
Just baking soda and maybe like a little bit of water or no?
Yeah.
Okay, impressive.
Ow.
No need for harsh chemicals.
That's right. Yogi! We need to make a run to the grocery store to get some of our package-free goodies. We don't really make that run too often, but today is the day that it needs to be done. Dragging this outside with me because the girls have had pine bedding since I got them because the lady that we got them from gave it to us. But I've been reading and realizing that some people make animal bedding out of hemp. What do you think? Diggy loves getting new bedding. Fresh bedding. We finally ran out of all of the pine shavings that we had, so I purchased this, which is hemp bedding. And of course, it still comes in a thin plastic. Just so you guys know, we always recycle our thin plastics, but obviously I would like it if I could get it without packaging. But I'm still new to this whole chicken mom thing, obviously, and I don't know where to get package-free animal bedding, so I figured the next best thing would be to pick such a sustainable material as hemp. If you didn't already know, hemp is one of the most sustainable materials literally known to man. It doesn't take a lot of nutrients from the soil. It actually replaces more nutrients into the soil than it takes out. We can grow a lot more per acre than we can with other materials like cotton. It's just an all-around great crop. It doesn't require as many pesticides and all those sort of things. So supporting the hemp industry feels like a very good thing for me. So if you guys know where I can get any package free, let a girl know. But for now, this is a good choice, and I'm excited to see if the girls like it, but also a little bit nervous because I'm scared that they won't like it, and then that won't be good. But let's see. First pumpkins of the season. They are grown in Texas too. Oh, what do you think?
Shelby literally saw the pumpkins and screamed, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna end up taking one home with us. I'd be surprised if we did.
We're
Think
thinking
on it. Let's go shopping. Think on it.
Look at the little white one. Look at that one. That one's so cool.
Nearly think this through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hoobie doobie doo. Loobie loobie loo. Are you okay? Me? Yeah, I'm doing great. How are you?
Not me making cinnamon rolls at 10 p.m. Hey,
You making cinnamon rolls?
we don't need your feedback. I'm about to sit here and devour probably 2 of these because that's just the way I feel. Are you judging me over there?
No, not you.
Thank you all for tuning in for another action-packed adventure of the Shelbi Madison vlogs. We will catch you all later, Maddelbees.